Hi everyone, I'm Ross.
Hi, I'm Alex.
So Royal Albatross we set out and founded Royal Albatross, we set out to create the world's greatest golf shoe. At the time when we looked at the golf market, there was nothing in the golf space that was really special. All the products out there were mainstream products, the likes of Callaway, FootJoy, Nike. So we thought there was a big gap in the market where there was nothing that set the consumer apart from a style and a quality perspective. We've got a proven track record. We are a growing company. We reached $3 million revenue in 2023. Between 2019 and 2023, we've had almost 30% compound annual growth, 11% reduction in our costs in relation to revenue. So all the metrics are going the right way. Our 2025 forecast is set to be 4.1 million. Our gender splits around 50-50 split. We've got a very strong women's market. And from a geography perspective, pretty much everything is at the moment is based in the US, with small amounts of revenue in Asia through our distributors. The golf market is a big market and it is a growing market. The premium golf shoe, so premium golf shoes, anything over $250 is worth $306 million. The annual golf shoe market is close to $1 billion. The entire market's close to $84 billion. Total number of golfers is 70 million and growing. So it's a very healthy space to be in, and it's a very healthy space from a acquisition perspective. So, one of the big acquisitions at the moment is a $500 million investment, celebrity investment in the Tiger Woods, Rory McIlroy venture. Golf is growing both on course and off course. So it's top golf, simulated golf, all those sorts of things. And that plays into our hands because our whole design ethos is we design products that can be worn both on and off the course. So our product naturally fits into that. These are just some examples. Callaway is very active, which is Travis Matthew and Jack Wolfskin. True Links, one of our competitors, got an 11 million investment recently. So it's a very active space, and there are a lot of private equity businesses looking to get involved in the golf space. From a management team, we've got a very experienced management team. Alex, you give them that.
So I founded it having been always really interested in leather goods and footwear. I started off in quality control and then in production for eventually Burberry, doing their handbag production in Florence in Italy. And it was there that I just was traveling so much and I didn't really have much of a life. So I thought I'd get a few samples made of an old golf shoe design and see where it took me. And I mean, it's gone from strength to strength. We've got really lovely customers and some really wonderful wholesale accounts. We're in more than 300 of the top clubs in the US. And most of our market, I think, we wouldn't even have basically made it out of the starting blocks had it not have been for product and also really lovely customer service. So I think the people that buy our shoes, they really appreciate the finer things in life. They do travel. They like European design and European handmade product. And they also just like to be treated really nicely. So we have fantastic customer care that really looks after everybody. It's not a bot. And that stood us in good stead, doesn't it?
Yeah. My background is I spent many years in the investment banking world. I wasn't a rich investment banker. I managed sort of large treasury projects, but it was never my true passion. The true passion was always this business. And I've recently stepped out of my somewhat boring day job and moved into the business. And then we've got a very experienced head of ops, Rack, who worked for Jimmy Choo, Marks and Spencer. So she's got over 30 years experience. So we've got a very experienced and well-rounded management team. What makes us different? There are a few things. So European craftsmanship. So we work with 3 generational family-owned factories in Portugal and Italy. We don't strip anything out of the products. It's design-led. We marry up style, performance, and quality. We've got a very good customization program, which allows us to offer customization to our wholesalers with relatively small minimum quantities. which the other larger businesses can't. And as I said, it's golf and lifestyle. So all our products seamlessly transition to off the golf course. Our growth strategy, so it's multifaceted product development. So developing basically lightweight performance golf shoes, but keeping the same style and quality. We're looking at bringing out a range at a slightly low price point to what we've currently got, which opens up another tier of 3,000 wholesale accounts in the US alone. We're looking to expand our territory, so majority of our revenue is currently in the US. We're looking to expand in our current territories as well as grow into new territories, predominantly Europe, Asia, and the Middle East. Channel evolution, so grow our current channels and then look at some licensing agreements. And then on our business model, we're looking at collaborations, co-branding, and corporate business. One of our big pushes and part of what we're raising money for is to increase our activity in sustainable manufacturing and sustainable product. We believe it's not a trend, it's a responsibility. And we don't want to greenwash ourselves as a company. We want to truly do it. So we're working with factories to look at using recycled materials like plastic bottles, fishing nets, apple cork, cactus skin. So we're doing it in a phased approach, but it's something that we're really focusing on the moment. Yeah, you can do.
I mean, customization is something that we found a lot of the clubs wanted, and for it to be done in a really meaningful, luxurious way was quite rare. So we offer things like a custom belt embossing program where you can emboss either the person's initials on the end tab of the belt, or you can put the club or any kind of corporate logo. We also offer gloves where you can actually have the silicone logo on the glove printed and customized. And then we also do sneakers, which is a fantastic new program because we offer really low minimums. And that's something that other brands don't do. And you can really do something quite special with up to sort of 60 pairs of shoes, which is really not a lot when it's across the sizing.
Hey guys, sorry to interrupt. We're over time. I can give you the last 20 seconds to just wrap up, but then we want to move on to questions. Thanks.
Okay, no problem. Yeah, to wrap up, we'll share the slides, but we've got, our website revenue is growing and all the metrics are on track. Alex has already mentioned we have over 350 wholesalers in the US. We've got a multi-channel business model, and we are quite serious about our charity initiatives. Both of us were born in South Africa, so we've done some charities with homeless children in South Africa, donating shoes, and we've done something with a cancer charity where we've developed a specific product for them. I'll leave it there.
Great.
I know.
Thank you. Great pitch. I'm curious, how did you get into golf shoes? Do either of you play golf?
I'll let Alex handle that one.
Predominantly, we come at this from a product-driven angle because neither of us are particularly mad on golf. Although I think we do count ourselves lucky to work in this space because it's really recreational and it's really lovely. We've been to some amazing places in the world, all based on selling shoes. But basically, I toyed with shoe design at university and I designed a range of brogues, and somebody said they looked really golfy. And it was just those designs. And then bizarrely, I won a design prize for the business idea. And I got mentorship for a year in the UK with some old shoe dogs. And with that money, I went to the PGA trade show in Orlando, which is the biggest one in the world. And that's where I managed to get some orders. And it just literally went from kitchen table to slowly doing it as a full-time job. And now Ross has joined me in this as well. So
and I think a key part of it was we were first manufacturing in Italy, and our first order was 50 pairs of shoes. And Alex luckily had a meeting with an Italian bank manager, and she just spoke about Italy, and he gave her a $10,000 loan, which sort of kickstarted her onto the journey. So yeah.
Okay, I love that. It is really interesting. I think in general the shoe market, whenever I feel there are so many shoes, actually the shoe market is huge, and I feel like this does feel like no pun intended, greenfield to run in. So I do think that this is an interesting area. One question, I also think it's very clever that you have these partnerships for customer acquisition and distribution and to be able to get those so early. Talk a little bit about your distributor strategy. Like when you plan on expanding, what does it take to work with more distributors in other countries or areas or whatnot?
Yeah, it's a very good question. Thanks for that. My view on distributors is you can only approach them at the correct time in your journey. Good distributors will find you, and once you have made waves within the market and within the US market, they follow that incredibly closely. So we've been approached by numerous distributors, but we are very fussy in terms of the distributors that we choose, the complementary brands they carry, what is their marketing pitch, who they're targeting within that country. So it's very easy to do the scattergun approach and try approach every single distributor in every area and try get them signed up. But you have to be very selective with that because you almost only get one shot at launching into that market. So we take it quite seriously. We make sure they're the correct partners, and a key thing for us is the other brands they are carrying and how long have they carried those brands.
And also the fact that, we had to be able to service them properly. We didn't want to do this in sort of a half approach. So it's taken us, it took us a while to be at that point, and then it's gone from strength to strength.
To what extent do you think that you're going after the golf market versus that's a lifestyle that even non-golfers want to sort of project?
Yeah, it's a good question. So we've got a 40% return customer rate on our website, and we, as Alex said, we've got a very good customer service department in our business, and we engage with our customers quite a lot. Most people buy their first pair of shoes as golf shoes, realize the comfort and the fashion of them, and then come return and buy 2 or 3 pairs to wear on and off the course. We are consciously our new range that we are launching. We're consciously launching a more performance-based technical golf shoe. So your quote unquote golf geeks hop on board, because a lot of men, as stylish as they put performance and technology above style, and that's the market we need to capture. So we've got new outsoles launching, which are lightweight, more traction, but our design is going to stay the same, that they can be worn on and off the course.
You had talked about some of your partnerships with, I think you said 300 in the US or whatnot. Like, what do you look for in those partnerships?
Those partnerships, those are wholesalers. So 99% of those are pro shops within golf courses. They are pretty much your top tier, your AAA golf courses at the moment. We have an independent sales rep force of 10 independent sales reps across the US. They carry us plus 2 or 3 other complementary brands, mainly apparel brands. And then they go and visit the pro shops and sell into those pro shops. So just by the nature of our products, those pro shops are almost pre-selected because we are at a higher price point. So our reps know who they should sell to and who they shouldn't sell to.
Mm-hmm. What do you think is your top blocking point right at this moment?
I think it's brand awareness. I think what we've built up until this point, we've done it with next to no marketing. The only marketing we've done is via our own webmails to our customer base, and then your normal digital marketing, your Google ads, your Meta ads. We haven't done an influencer program. We haven't done any on-ground activations of for brand awareness. I think that is our biggest stumbling block. That
and any PR that found us, basically, so like the Wall Street Journal or GQ, we were a very interesting story in the beginning because we were one of the few people that were new and little and kind of a bit more disruptive in the golf space. And since then there've been a lot of other brands that have done the same, and there's actually a small niche of all of us that are, you know, not the huge corporate brands and, you know, kind of rocking it a little bit. And so, yeah, I think it is definitely brand awareness. And also, you know, production, it's taken us several learning lessons to move a lot of our production from Italy. Not all of it's out of Italy yet, but it's Italy to Portugal. We found that they hit the delivery deadlines a lot better, and we've got slightly better price points and margins there. We're just making more shoes, which allows you to have a bit more of a say when it comes to production and suppliers. So all of it, but mostly it's the marketing side, isn't it?
Yeah.
That we feel with more funding, that's what will drive that.
Oh, I see. And more specifically, what do you think you would do if you could do more marketing?
So I think it's across a couple of things. So one is content creation. So we need to spend more money on content creation so we can hit the social channels more. We can have better content to push through our Google ads, our Meta ads. That's number one. Number two is on-ground activations with these retailers. So doing what they call trunk shows, going to the bigger retailers, introducing the brand, having their members demo our shoes, all those sorts of things, being able to support our distributors in other countries with small marketing assets. So there's a lot we can do on the marketing side. We do, if you look at our current website stats, we do manage our return on actual spend. You know, we take that quite seriously. So it's not sort of throwing money to the wind. We make sure everything we do, we actually seeing a return on that. But there is a hell of a lot more that we can do in that space.
Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, I think we're out of time on this, but thank you both for hopping on. Really cool, interesting opportunity that I haven't thought of. I'm not a golfer, but I love how you kind of navigated and found greenfield to run in.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
Yeah, thank you.